Good evening, boys and girls. Are you ready for your new story tonight? Okay, let's sit tight, get comfortable, and I will tell you your new story today. The Ugly Duckling by Hans Christian Andersen. One sunny day in summer, a mother duck was sitting on her nest. She sat for a long time and waited for her 7 eggs to hatch. At last, the eggs began to crack. Peep, peep, said the ducklings as they marched out one by one. They were 6 of the sweetest ducklings in the world. But the 7th was big, and it took longer to hatch out. At last, it cracked open. A big gray duckling tumbled out and looked around. Oh dear, what a large ugly duckling, said the mother duck. But never mind, let's see if you can swim. So off they went to the pond. Splash, the ducklings jumped and paddled away. The ugly duckling jumped in too and swam. You may be ugly, said the mother, but you can swim very well. The mother duck led all her ducklings to the farm to show them to their friends. What pretty ducklings, they cried, except the big one over there. He is a very ugly duckling indeed. He took longer to hatch, said the mother. That is why he may be different. You are too ugly for us, said the pretty ducklings, and turned away. You are ugly, gobbled the big turkey. Ugly, hissed the goose and bit him on the neck. Nobody loved him at all. The ugly duckling was very sad. So one day he ran away to the marsh where the wild ducks lived. But they turned away from the ugly duckling too. All summer long he stayed in the marsh by himself. In the autumn some hunters came. Bang, bang, their guns went. The duckling ran to hide among the reeds, but soon barking dogs came sniffing round, and the duckling was afraid. I must find a safer place, he said, and ran off towards the woods. A cottage stood among the trees, and the duckling slipped in through the open door. An old woman lived there with a ginger cat, and then, lay some eggs for my tea, she said, and then you can stay. For 3 weeks she waited for her eggs, but of course no eggs came. All the while the cat kept scratching the ugly duckling with her little claws. The hen kept pecking him with her beak. The poor duckling sat alone in the corner and felt very unhappy. In the end, the old woman gave up waiting for her eggs and sent the duckling out into the night. He found a lake where he could stay to swim around and dive, but the leaves were turning brown and every day was getting cooler and cooler. The ugly duckling saw some lovely swans flying above. Oh, how I wish I could fly away with them, he said. Now it was winter and very cold. The lake was freezing over and the duckling could hardly swim. Soon he had to stop the ice because it froze around him. A farmer found the ugly duckling and broke the ice to free him. He wrapped the duckling in his coat and took him home for his children. The children played a chasing game with the duckling, but he knocked over a pail of milk. The mother screamed, "Go away! You are too big and clumsy for a pet." So out he ran and hid among the reeds. He stayed there all through swans came back and swimming around the lake. The ugly duckling recognized the beautiful birds and wanted to be with them. So he swam out to meet them, feeling shy. He bent his head, and the water he saw himself as a mirror. He could not believe his eyes. He was not an ugly duckling anymore. He was the whitest of white swans there ever been. The other swans swam around and stroked him with the beaks. "How beautiful you are," they said. And so the ugly duckling, whom nobody had loved, became the happiest swan in the world. So much for today, boys and girls. Thank you for listening. Have a good night and sweet dreams. Also, don't forget to drop a like and a share. Drop us a comment on the stories that you want to hear. Subscribe to our channel